Okay, I've got all my stuff packed and I'm ready for vacation. Here we go, this is gonna be great. I'm finally going to get rid of my writer's block and I'm finally going to finish the stories I kept up on. Well, I've been back from vacation for about a week or so now. Huh. I haven't checked my fanfiction account for a while. I wonder if I have any new messages or comments on my stories. I better check that out. Wait a minute. What? What? What do you mean there was plagiarized stories? What stories are you talking about? For those of you who are not in the know, I became a brony around the time the third season was set to premiere, and I quickly found myself eagerly awaiting every Saturday to watch new episodes of the third season. Sure, the season 3 finale did throw me for a loop, but I was willing to stick with it because I was eager to see where the writers were going with this idea of making Twilight sparkle an alicorn. And I'm glad that I did stick with the show because these past couple of seasons have been phenomenal, especially where the writing is concerned. I still hold that Crusaders of the Lost Mark is one of this show's best episodes ever, bested only by Suited for Success. I've been a member of fanfiction.net for 9 years now, and in those 9 years, not once have I ever had a problem with the staff or any of its members. I love interacting with my readers and talking with them. I am beyond overjoyed that people seem to genuinely like my work, even if my fanbase is relatively small. Many of my followers are even friends of mine, who I regularly talk to on Skype. In the same token as the above, I've been a member of fanfiction.net for the past 3 years, and not once have I ever had a problem with anybody on there. I've made a lot of friends on the site, and I've thoroughly enjoyed posting my stories on there for all of you to read and comment on. Your constructive criticism and lovely comments have really meant a lot to me, and I like to think that I've really grown as a writer and storyteller thanks to them. Which pains me to say that I have been permanently banned from the site. Why? Well, supposedly I posted some plagiarized stories on the site. Now, mind you, this happened while I was on vacation, where I rarely got online because the hotel that I was staying at had really crappy Wi-Fi. Sometimes it would work and other times it wouldn't, like it had a mind of its own. The few times I did manage to get internet access, I was busy either talking with friends or proofreading stories for other writers. When I wasn't online, I was busy doing one of two things. I was either busy writing or I was busy reading. So I was on vacation for at least a week before going home. Unfortunately for me, home is out in the country where I can't get internet except through my phone, which still wasn't good as I wasn't able to pay my phone bill last month. So when I finally did manage to get my phone bill paid and I managed to get back onto fanfiction.net, I found this waiting for me. And the only question I have is, what the fuck is this bullshit? What the fuck are you guys even talking about? This is my first major problem with the staff of this website. Instead of giving me time to explain myself and maybe take the stories down, they instead decided to ban me without warning, without giving me a chance to defend myself. Innocent until proven guilty? No, that's not the way we do things around here. We declare that you're guilty until you can prove yourself innocent, which they never give me a chance to do. And mind you, this so-called posting numbers plagiarized stories is my quote-unquote first offense on the site. I could understand this kind of action being taken if this was my third or fourth offense, but not my first. If anything, I think I should have gotten away with a warning and been allowed to take the stories down. But unfortunately, the site doesn't have a strike system in place, so if you break one of the rules, that's it. It's over, you're finished. Considering the fact that I was barely on the internet, if at all, throughout the entire month of July, this incident aroused my suspicion. Luckily for me, one of my friends on Skype is a tech whiz, so I asked him to do some digging to see if he could find out what might have caused this. What he found out pissed me off. For those of you who don't know who this bitch is, let me fill you in. Marsha Kerr is one of those people who gets a kick out of harassing and bullying writers like me online. She has missed no words whatsoever regarding my level in writing, and she has gone on to harass and verbally abuse my friends on fanfiction.net as well. She likes to tell us that we all suck at writing and that we should basically go kill ourselves and start telling ourselves that we're great writers even though we're terrible. After reading this bitch's fanfiction.net page, I brought this to the attention of the staff by emailing them. They sent me this in response. Just like with other users on fanfiction, you're responsible for your own account security. Assuming that excuse is even remotely believable, concerning your actions on all other writing sites, which you're posting the same plagiarized content there as well. Should anything happen to or on your account, you remain responsible for it. If you knew the stories were posted there on the account weeks ago and did nothing to remove them, then you either did not care or intended for the stories to be there. There is no acceptable excuse for posting plagiarized stories on multiple writing sites simultaneously for several years. What? Okay, I'm confused. I mean, I'm literally sitting here scratching my head trying to figure out what the hell these people are talking about. I'm beyond confused. I don't have a clue what these people are talking about. I mean, do they honestly think that posting your stories on multiple websites is illegal? Cause that's the only thing I've been doing for the past several years. Seeing as how I wasn't allowed to go on the site anymore, I requested the help of a couple of my brony friends, one of whom personally talked to one of the administrators on the site in hopes of getting me reinstated. The only reply that I got back was the following. Listen, let's make it clear. His history and issues with plagiarism here on fanfiction.net go for years. It's very convenient that accounts that are never ever used suddenly become active for the explicit purpose of clarifying that this individual was intentionally hacked. Additionally, he has had issues with other authors dating to way before here, where in fanfiction.net he has stories with just the names changed that were exactly the same as someone else's. Just because fanfiction.net doesn't do their job doesn't mean we won't. This hacking excuse is actually ridiculous and downright fake. He got caught plagiarizing and he has to deal with the consequences of it. Using fake accounts to make excuses doesn't change the fact. Again, I had to ask, what the fuck is this bullshit? No, seriously, fuck this. Fuck this bullshit. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you honestly believe that I'm stupid enough to give someone my personal information so that they could hack into my account so that I would get banned from your site? I mean, are you that fucking stupid? Hey, guess what? There's a way around that. We call it keylogging. Don't know what that is? I'll tell you. You see, keylogging is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Basically, it means that someone can hack into your computer, monitor everything you do in said computer, including every single key you press, and then they log this information into their keylogging program. They can then use this information to hack into your account without you even being aware of it. The only thing this gibber moron got right was the fact that I have indeed have issues with other authors on fanfiction.net, but it is not because of anything I did. I simply asked one user why she didn't support gay pairings in the fandom. I noticed that she was a Christian, so I brought that up, asking her if her not supporting of gay couples had anything to do with her being a Christian. She sent the following response. I'm very curious as to why you think a pairing has anything to do with God. I'm also very curious as to why you think liking gay guys and being bisexual has anything to do with God. I'm a Christian, I love God. That does not have anything to do with the fact that I support homosexuality. It has nothing to do with the fact that I no longer support Alvon. I don't like Alvon anymore simply because I don't like it anymore. Not supporting Alvon is the same thing as not supporting Alvanor or Alvanette or Bryman, or any other mixed couple. I only support canon pairings now. Alvon was always a guilty pleasure of mine that I didn't want to like, but I did. And now that I'm free of that. Does that have anything to do with my religion? No, it never did. I don't see what any sexuality has to do with any religion. You are born the sexuality you are, it's not something you can choose. I'm honestly offended that I think that this has anything to do with my relationship with God. The way you worded that is basically saying that homosexuality is wrong. The fact you have sent this to me pisses me off immensely. So no. To answer your question, not supporting a fictional pairing is not to better my relationship with God, because not supporting any pairing has nothing to do with religion. I also don't see what writing mature Reddit source has to do with God, but whatever floats your boat. If you had said something about incest along with this, then I wouldn't have been so angry. Or if you had not even said the part about liking gay guys and being bisexual. But that makes me assume that you were speaking as if a gay incestuous pairing and a normal gay pairing are the same thing. People shouldn't dislike Alvon because it's gay, but because it's incest. Needless to say, I never support an incestuous pairing in real life. But as they are fictional characters, that doesn't matter. Either way, being gay in real life and gay pairings have nothing to do with religion. As you can clearly see, her response was extremely rude. Not only did she blow the question out of proportion, but she deliberately put words in my mouth. She was rude, condescending, and got pissed off for no other reason other than being a bitch. I simply asked her why she didn't support a gay pairing in the fandom. There was no reason whatsoever for her to get pissed off. So needless to say, I blocked her from my contacts. A few weeks later, one of my friends on Skype sent me a link to this journal entry posted by Daily Nova, also known as Miss L. Gibson, the same girl I talked to earlier. Apparently, my asking her an innocent question pissed her off so much that she felt the need to write a journal entry about me. Now, why am I bringing this up in a video regarding My Little Pony? Because this is exactly what the ministers of fanfiction.net are doing. I'm willing to bet they saw this journal entry and decided to ban me simply because they believe it's garbage. And guess what, guys? This is all bullshit! I mean, if you honestly believe that I'm so bored with my life that I would deliberately create multiple accounts on a fanfiction website just to stretch my writing, then you clearly are as dumb as a bag of hammers. First of all, as I always established, Marsha Kerr is a bitch who goes around talking shit about other authors, including myself. Now, I will freely admit that I don't think I'm a very good writer, But regardless, why the fuck hell would I create an alternate account to talk shit about myself and fellow authors who I consider to be my friends? This requires such a twisted sense of logic that I cannot comprehend it. Second of all, the only reason why anyone would assume that I and Tony Graphics are the same person is because of the coincidence that our characters have the same names and are the same species. The difference between our characters is that my characters have last names, whereas Graphics doesn't. Furthermore, we are barely given any kind of information resembling Eric Collins' appearances in Tony Graphics' stories. Whereas in my work, Eric is portrayed as being an overweight, shy, quiet skunk, and Collins is portrayed as being outgoing and popular. The problem with Graphics' characters is that he doesn't really seem to flesh them out. I mean, Eric and Colin, at least in Graphics' work, are pretty much interchangeable with each other, meaning that you could have either one speaking the other's lines and it wouldn't make any difference. And also, pairing up a skunk with a raccoon is not uncommon. There's also the collection of characters in my stories that aren't present in Graphics' stories, and there's also the fact that in my stories, Colin is adopted and lives with Eric's family, and both of them are in their teenage years. In Graphics' stories, we're given no such information regarding Eric and Colin's families. The only mention of Eric and Colin's families are their parents, something that is completely absent in my stories. As the term adopted applies, Colin's parents are completely absent, leaving him to live with Eric's mother, who is a single parent. We don't know what happened to Eric's father. Getting back to the topic at hand, the administrators claim that I've been plagiarizing other people's work and posting it as my own on several websites for several years. Again, this is a complete load of bullshit. Why do I say this? Because the only writing websites I have accounts on are fanfiction.net and writing.com, and I haven't posted anything on the latter. I mainly go to writing.com for the interactive stories, and if I'm such a plagiarist as this one claims, then how the hell did I manage to get not one but 2 novels published? And of course, one of them was accused of being plagiarized. Not only that, but not once have I ever had a problem with fanfiction.net because I don't publish plagiarized stories on the site. Rereading this message again, I just love how they make this claim that I'm a plagiarist, yet they don't offer any evidence to prove their case. I even emailed them regarding this and they never replied back. Why? Because they know that their claims are nothing but a bunch of bullshit. Needless to say, I haven't had much luck getting reinstated on fanfiction.net, despite the fact I did nothing wrong. I did in fact have my account hacked into, and someone did post some plagiarized stories on my account. One of the administrators did question me on this just before my account was banned, but because I had no internet, I couldn't get back to him on time. And because of that, my account was banned. So not only was I permanently banned from the site, but I also had lies and slander spread about me. See, this is why I dislike the internet. You can say whatever you want about someone, and if you make it sound convincing enough, people will believe you. And I'm not the only one who has been treated this way. Several people within the brony fandom have been mistreated by fellow bronies. People who they call friends treated them like shit. Because of this, it has caused many people to disown the term brony and not want to have anything to do with bronies or the brony community as a whole. I'm in the same boat myself. After having people lie about me and slander me and drag my name through the mud, I just said that I no longer consider myself a brony. Why? Because I was falsely accused of plagiarism, not allowed to have my say, and the few people who actually did try to lend a hand weren't able to do much. Plagiarism is a serious accusation, and I do not take kindly to being accused of it. If you're going to accuse someone like me of plagiarizing someone else's story, then you better know what the hell it is you're talking about, and you better fucking have some goddamn proof. If this is the way bronies treat one of their own, then all I have to say is, fuck this fandom!